Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Entering pause screen, resume.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Off play action. Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 72 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Slam. Sponge.
11.
Alert 3.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Let's bring it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Myers' kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, gun.
Motion. Guns up the helmet. Here we go.
Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
65. Go ahead.
Mike part two.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch the
21.
It's on field.
61. Matchbox right.
Check 31. Check.
Bring it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a line of that. Watch the safety creep.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
I got one. Check 52.
Protein spill. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Whip. Watch the whip.
5.
On second down, Cook. A nice little juke. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, shoot.
They run again on first down. Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Quickstone, travel.
Switch gears.
Hey, Haywood. Deep grip.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. He's got Smith here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. A toss to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Kill. Slam. Check three.
Let go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Set. 70. Indy.
Watch the run.
Get it.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On the carry, it's Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watching you five. X3, 218, chop it. 21. Here we go. Hey, zoom.
55, Mike 55.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
21. Pilot, 64, weak.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Go. Go.
Back. 21. Here we go. 6. I got you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
12.
Check.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take.
Here
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now it's Breida. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Breida. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
White. 12, fellas, here we go.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go ahead, man.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now!
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
From the gun, Herbert looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's it. Big hit.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch time. Tie it right.
Snap.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. The open man is Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Hey!
Let's go. Get set. Let's go.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Able to slither by, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Blue there.
Sit.
Again, it's Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Mike 52.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to loft one. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
11.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Crunch.
11. 21.
I know he ain't got it.
Hey, gun.
Check Mike 54.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Rush in.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Shit! Watch the shit!
22 jet bomber.
From the gun, Herbert, blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Go, five.
On 1st down, it's Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook, 65 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run with Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Here we go.
That's a gain of 4.
Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, gun. I got you.
Mike 54. Mike.
Now Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
18 Gator. Here we go. 49. 6-6. Pull it high. Snap.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Pettis. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Post-game report player stats.